Hey, Tip, sisters and brothers, welcome. Proof B here. But tonight, I am baked seafood. Libations to the ancestors. It's all about you. I reiterate, it's all about us. Us equals you. As an individual, you have to be yourself. But real success in anything that you do as an individual in the real world really takes unity. Yin, yin, and yang. You'll say yang, yang. Individual and togetherness. Not everybody just believing the same thing. I do me, but we have a purpose. Today it has to go back to basically let's get our own land, a place that we can control. Let's get our own food and water. Let's build our own homes. Let's start our own schools for our children. Let's have our own laws when we have our own land and we become an individual nation. We can have our own. But if we decide to be black, colored, African American, Negro, niggers, there is nothing in law that protects those labeled people. When you have a green card, you come from another country, you have protection and you get rights, da-da-da-da-da-da. African Americans specifically have no green card, have no nation, thus have no rights. Thus, in one of the videos I posted below, I showed you that President Barack Obama, Pres Barack Obama did do something, one thing as far as I know, for black people. He recertified and ratified the first president in United States history to recertify and ratify the Declaration of Indigenous People. This is not law. It doesn't make it law, but it puts it on us now as a people. If we come together and say, well, we're individuals coming together to make this ratification, this recertification of indigenous people, and we decide to call ourselves or rename ourselves as indigenous Moors, because that is the legal or the lawful name of indigenous people here in the Americas. Moor, not M-O-O-R. That Moor is from Morocco. The Moor we're talking about are the indigenous people who were here when everybody else arrived. By international law, we can claim, if 100 of us get together, we can claim indigenous sovereignty under Moorish rights. I don't know if I'm saying all that correctly, but you get the idea. The point is that you have to claim, you have to have a certain amount of people, you have to have land, you have to have your own language, which most of you don't even understand that. You have to have your own shit if you're going to say that I am separated from this United States corporation. If you're not willing to do that, if you want to stay with your name, with your slave name, and, like the Matrix, I know this steak not real, but it's comfortable. If you want comfort in this day and time, stay where you are. Straight up and down. There's no in between now. What's the dude y'all believe in? Jesus. He said, listen, look, people believe in and following this image of some guy called Jesus, but I'm like, are y'all reading the words? You understand? He's like, ye are God. Ye, you, like ye, you. Ye is you. Ye are God. I'm like, well, you ain't got to say nothing else to me. That means I am responsible for me. Now, if I gather a group of gods, what did Jesus say? When there are two or more gathered, excuse me, I eat cheese and stuff. If there are two or more gathered in my name, so what that really means is not gathered necessarily in the name of Jesus, but it means like-minded people coming together. We have the same mindset. We want to be free, of course. All black people say they want to be free, but they want reparations and they want welfare. No, freedom really means self-responsibility, self-help, self-healing, self-defense, self-sufficiency, our own food, our own homes, our own, not asking anybody for anything, which ultimately means self-determination. In other words, oh, the police is killing me. Well, if you have your own land and you have your own police and you have your own judges, it would be against their law for police to come in from another jurisdiction and fuck with you. I make it sound simple because it is that simple. Because I was there. I did it. I have the land. I got the information of how to build how to build homes with the soil on the land, how to make water from air. You understand? I put the whole package together. I've developed a self-help healthcare system. Help yourself. Learn how to breathe. Why do you go to doctors? Why do you get sick? Oh, now the Negro talking crazy. Well, if I'm talking about being super people don't get sick and go to a doctor and dock their ship. But we ain't gonna get into that right now. But part of being a super shiro or hero, even if it's just for yourself or your family or your friends in your family, or you want to be a national superhero like in the comic books. Well, the point of this channel is to get across the reality of becoming a super hero or hero. I have a formula built before the super part. It's going to be controversial because it deals with the cannabis, the hemp and the marijuana. Both are part of the formula. So that's going to be controversial, but it deals with melanin and a lot of other stuff. So, that being said, if you want to be a superhero, which is a super being, I might rename the channel How to Be a Super Being. Because you might not want to be a hero for anybody. You might just want to be super at whatever it is you do. If you're a janitor, you might want to be super janitor. No. You know what I'm saying? This is that time. Are y'all looking at the information, the science, as well as the pseudo-science that's coming out? They're starting to converge. Science is starting to tell us that it is in our minds what we become. It is in our DNA. I created a kung fu form that gets you into your DNA and helps you become super. So on this channel, I'm going to be talking about two things. The kung fu system that I created based on the I Ching, not I Ching. Look it up or look at one of my videos. And the other side is the art of life or Tao life, which is the yoga or Tao yoga or self-healing alchemy. That is also a way to become super. On one of the videos below, I read off the effects of practicing Tao. You know, you get super hearing and super seeing and all that super shit stuff. So you can keep on working for somebody, or we can get together and become super. Because when you gather together, the power of each individual becomes the power of each individual. In other words, if we have 100 individuals, excuse me, who gather together on like-minded and we practicing the same thing, the power of that 100 people will be in every one of us, no matter where we are on the planet Earth. I'm just starting to teach y'all some stuff. Magu Xian Shou, divine marijuana, brings immortality. I'm out. Peace. Fuck this shit. Peace and love.